Hi everyone, so today we'll be making a rainbow bracelet. It looks something like this. I didn't name it yet because I just didn't think of it before I turned the camera on. So you can just check the title bar and it'll tell you. But it's what it looks like. You can see there's a jump ring in it, metal jump ring. It looks like this. There's also a blue one, it's the green one, but yeah. And you can use I don't know what size it is, but you can use a little bigger, a little smaller. It would probably still work, it just wouldn't look quite the same. But if you look at the end of my hook, that's about how big it is right there. So yeah, that's just a reference in case you want to know how big it is. I don't really know the size. I'd say maybe an inch, a little more. I don't know. I'm bad at sizing things. In this one, I use mostly blue and a little bit of green. But for this one here, I'm going to be using a green jumper instead of a blue one. So I'm going to make it mostly green with a little bit of blue. So if you want a reference, when I use green, it's going to be where all the blue is. And when I use blue, it's going to be where all the green is. Okay? Okay. And you're going to also need a whole bunch of C-clips, like 8 to 10-ish, depending on what you're comfortable with. But you're going to need like a minimum of 8 at one point to hold it all together while you're doing it. You won't need them all in the end. At the end, you only need one, but you need them to keep it together. So you're going to need your C-clips out during the whole thing. So what I'm first going to do is take my green ones. I don't need this for the first little bit. Just take one band, double it like that, and then pull a single chain through it. Everything in this is single banded, in case you're wondering. One single, and another single like that. Now you want to take half of this off like this and hold it like this. You pick up your jump ring, and you want to stick it around like that so it's... I'll just show you once it's done. It's hard to show doing it. You now want it so that your jump ring is now in between those two. Like that. You just basically get your thing like that, and then you go like that. And then you need your C-clips. You just need to clip it. Now at the beginning, while you're doing this, it's going to look weird. I promise you, it will look weird in the beginning. But don't think it looks weird because of your band or anything. I'll show you mine. It will look weird. And you go back in the middle right here. Now if you keep your hook through the thing, it's just easier in the end for doing the end part, for connecting it to the jump ring. So you go through the center, the cap band we started with, pull a single through. Everything is single, so I don't need to say that. Pull another one through, and then when you get it like this, you keep one on each side of this, and then you put it back on the hook. And it's obviously not going to stay straight across because it wants to just go to where it has the least tension, but this is what it'll sort of look like. And then you want to C-clip this part. And I dropped it. So it looks sort of like that. And then you take your hook out of this, and you go back in the center cap band again. Make sure you're just always going just the center cap band, don't go in any other bands. And then you want to pull a single green through like this. And another one. And this one you want to hook it around like this, so it goes around the jump ring. And then you want to C-clip it off. So here, I'll show you what I mean by it looking weird. This is what it looks like so far. This looks almost nothing like this. This looks nice. This looks like, I don't know. But you want to keep going. Even once you get the fourth one, it still won't look quite the same. With the end of one, we have 8 on, it won't look the same. Once you have the border on it, they all stay in their place better. So put it back to the center again like this. And then you pull a single through. And pull another one through. And then put one side on each side of the jump ring and put it on your hook like that. And then C-clip it. And now, if you check and you make sure you have 4, you did it all right. It should look something like this if you get them all evenly placed. Now you can put whatever the main color aside, or you're using aside, and get your secondary color, unless you're just doing it all one color, whatever you want. And then you want to go in here, in between like this, so it's like this. So it would be in between the green things. You want to pull it up like this, and then just put it on like that. Then you take another one, pull it through, and put it around your jump ring. And then you just C-clip this one like you did all the others. Just like that. So now it's in between the greens. And you want to go in between two more greens. If you need to like spread them apart or anything and not keep them even while doing this, go right ahead. They probably won't stay very even when you add them more and stuff, because they'll just move around because you're pulling on them. But it doesn't matter. We can readjust it in the end. Then you pull another one through. And this one you put it around the jump ring. And you C-clip. Like that. And then you go in between the next two greens. You never want if you're doing it like mine, you never want two colors to be next to each other, basically what you're just doing. Pull through one, pull through a second one, and then hook it around the jump ring like that. And then you just C-clip it. And then the C-clips are a little more cooperative than others. And then you see, you can look at it, we got one more to do, right in between these two green ones. Using the different colors makes it easy to know where they go, because if you did all the same color, it wouldn't matter. You just got to do this till you get 8 of them put together. And then pull another one through, put it up and around the jump ring, and take another C-clip, and C-clip it. Then you take your hook out, and you check to make sure you got all yours done, because that'd be annoying if you didn't have them all done. And if any of the bands are twisted a little bit, you just sit there and you can fiddle with them and untwist them and stuff. And if it's not perfectly placed right now, it doesn't matter because they'll get smushed around again. But that's sort of what it should look like. So yeah. So now you should be done with this secondary color. You can buy this, close that and set it aside, and you don't need any more of it. Unless for some reason you take off the C-clip and it all falls apart and your hands like break or shoot across the universe, then you'll need more. But you shouldn't. So now we can just move on to the other color. What you first need to do is just pick one of your random green ones. It doesn't matter which one. Just pick a green one. And stick your hook in through it, like that. And then take a single band. Like I said, everything is single banded. Pull it through this one, and then put it back on your hook. Pull another one through, put it back on your hook. And then pull one more through, but don't put it back on your hook. Now you gotta decide which way you're gonna go, so I'm gonna go this way because this is where I'm comfortable going. And then go through the next one. Basically, when you pick your green one, pick your main color, or if you have one color, it doesn't matter. And just pick whichever one you feel like. And then go through the blue one like you did the green one back at the beginning. And then you want to take this band that's on my finger here. So you have one green band on my hook, 2 blue, and then a green one on my finger. And put the green one on the finger on there so that you have these 2 green bands on the outside of the blue ones, like that. That's how you want it to look. And then take another band, and you'll see these are all slide around and move as you do this. Pull this through all 4 of these bands. Like that. And then pull another one through that, just normal, back on your hook. And then pull another one through, but don't put the other end back on your hook. And go on to the next one, which should be green, or your main color. Put it on your hook like that. And then put it so that they're on the outside like that. It's harder to see because it's all green, but yeah, that's what it should look like. And that's what it should sort of look like on the outside. It'll look a little different to take all the C-clips out, but I recommend leaving them all in until you're all done. Because what if you let go of this and it all fell apart? This way at least the middle part would still stay together. Now take a band and pull it through all the 4 bands on your hook at the moment. Like that. And then pull another one through it. And then pull another one through. But don't put it back on your hook all the way like that. And then just stick your hook through that next one, whichever color it happens to be for you. And then put it on the other one like that. Like that. And then take another band and pull it through all 4 that are on your hook. Like that. And then you take another one, pull it through, same as the last one, just I'll pull it through 2 bands because there's only 2 on your hook now. Then pull another one through, and then put your hook through the one that's up there, and then put this back on. Pull your hooks through these 4, and then put it back on your hook. Pull another one through, and put it back on your hook. Pull another one through, and then you want to leave this one on your hook, and then put your hook through the next one that's on the jump ring, and put the other side on. And then take another band, pull it through these 4, put it back on your hook. Pull another one through, and put it back on your hook. And then pull one more through, but don't put it back on your hook. It's pretty repetitive. And then you go and you find the next one, this little thing on the jump ring, and put your hook through it. And put the other side on like that. And then pull your hooks through, pull band through all 4 of those, put it back on your hook. Pull a band through those 2, put it back on your hook. Basically you have 3, you pull one through the 4, do one, connect to the next. There's one in between each basically. And then you pull this one last one through here, and then you go and you find this last one right here, it's blue, and put your hook right through it. And then put this one on it like that. So it looks like that again. And then you gotta do this again so you can get it back, you can get to that last one. And you see there's a big gap there, but it's just called they all got squished, so it will just reach around to itself like that still. And you pull one more through this 4 one, these 4 bands, and then pull one through that and put it back on your hook. And you pull one more through, and again you don't put the one side back on your hook. And that's when you want to just reach inside this green one just like you did the other one, like you do a normal one, but it's just connected and you're at the end now, like that. Now don't take your hook out of this because it'll all fall apart. So now this is the part where you can start doing the side parts. You're gonna have to do different for different arm sizes, and you could do fishtails, whatever thing you want on the side if you want to change it. I just did single chain because this part of the bracelet is already so big I wanted something fairly small. So you just pull band right through this 4 like you would if you were continuing on around the jump ring. But you just don't go all the way around, you just start single chaining. I happen to like 9 on each side, but it'll be different for you than it would be for me. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then you can C-clip this off so you can take it off your hook. Like that. And now you can probably go through and take all these off, but I just like, you can do it now, or you can do the other side then take them off. So maybe you want. I'm going to do the other side first. So you want to just figure, since you started in this green one, this is where your thing comes out of. You want it to go straight across to the next green one. Make sure there's 2 on each side like this. You don't want to have it all smushed and you connect it to this one because it looks like it's straight across. You want to make it even and nice, and then figure it with them straight across. So it's this one right here. So then you want to go right here, and you want to pull the bands apart until you can figure out which ones are the one that actually is wrapping around and part of this center part, not the border part. That's what you want to connect it to. So you want to just pull them around. It's hard to get to, and it's hard to show. I think I found them. I'll show you once I grab them because it's hard to show grabbing them. Just right in here. Just like right in the center, sort of. See there? Those are the ones you want because it'll just look nice in my opinion. This is how I do it. You could just stick through any of them and pull them through. I don't like here, but it would probably still look the same. This is how I do it, how I'm teaching you to do it. And I pulled 9 through on this side too. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. And if it still falls apart, at least this side isn't going to make the whole bracelet fall apart. Because when you're doing this side, you want to really leave this one in for sure, because if this all falls apart, then they'll all start falling apart. So that's why on this side, if it all falls apart, it's not going to make all this part fall apart. But this one, you want to leave all the C-clips until this part's done, because if this part is connected to all this, and it'll make it all fall apart. Unless you have all the C-clips still on, that's different. That band slid down there for some reason, so I'm just going to leave it there because I'm too lazy to pull it back off. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This was 5. 6. 7. 8. And 9. Now you just gotta figure out, I have that one all straight so you can get all the holes and get this side like that too. I think that's how it's supposed to be, something like that. And then you just bring your sides together and hook it together. I'm trying not to get twisted in because it'll just look nicer. And it'll look like this, something like this. And then you just go in here and you just pull all these C-clips out because you don't need them anymore unless you for some reason want to leave them. But I think you should just take them because they were just holding the stuff together while you added the border. And just pull them off. And it shouldn't be a bother or anything pulling on them to get them off. And you go right around until you got them all off except for the one holding the whole world together. That one you don't want to take apart. So there, it'll look something like that. And it'll look, you can just kind of smush it around and stuff, and then that's how it should look. And you put it on, sometimes it'll get a little weird. Like it'll roll under itself, you just pull that back up and lay it there, and then it looks nice again. So this is what it looks like. They're really kind of big, so you probably wouldn't, I probably would never actually wear 2 of them at the same time, because they're one on each arm. I never wear bracelets on this arm pretty much. But they're huge, but I like them. They're interesting. So if you like rainbow loom bracelets, give us a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want hook only or on the loom, because this was a hook only. I can do on the loom next if you want. And subscribe. Bye!